Hello everyone, so these are the VR P10s and they're some wireless earbuds by Anchor and they're going to work via Dongle, which is a Type-C dongle, which is nice, or even Bluetooth. The consoles it advertises is MetaQuest, which is a VR headset, PS4, PS5, PC, and Nintendo Switch. And so I got this for PS5 because I've just been looking for something affordable to like raid with without having to have like a headset on. Because I'm not really a headset guy, I prefer earbuds. Anyways, after taking off those two plastic pieces on the back, you should just be able to slide the top off. And here's the case holding the earbuds. Underneath the case is going to be a dongle that is also paired with the quick start guide, which tells you everything you need to know, some earbud tips, a couple sizes, and a Type-C. Something I really appreciate about the dongle is that it's a Type-C with a pass-through. So I'm going to be able to plug this thing in and then use my earbuds. But I can also plug in a Type-C cable since it has the pass-through and then still charge like my controller. And yeah, I do wish that was just kind of standard for these types of things because it's just such a huge convenience having a free slot to charge your stuff. Now the earbuds themselves, so gonna pop them out of this little protective film. And then the little status indicator right here, the light, actually had more protective film on it. Once we finally get that last piece of plastic off, we can take a look at this thing. So the back has a button. This is going to be for like activating Bluetooth and whatnot. Type-C on the bottom. You can see the indicator light, which is going to indicate like battery life and connectivity and stuff like that. And then the earbuds themselves, they actually don't have any tips on them, which is fine, obviously, since they gave us a couple. So I'll just grab some of those later. The design of the earbuds, I don't know. They're not like crazy looking, but I do like the design. Pretty simple, standard. I like silver, I like white. And then they do have LEDs, which I'll show in a bit. These things are pretty much dead once you get them because they aren't making any contact with the case. But before we pick them up and put them on, we should get some earbud tips and then just slap them on. And they will fit in the case with even the tips on. They just, I guess, want you to test them out and see which ones you prefer. Right, so these things were pretty much dead because there is a piece of like protective film blocking the conductors. So yeah, they're not going to charge until you take that off. So once you have them in the case for a bit, after you take off that protective film, they should be charged up or at least like able to use. And yeah, you'll see the LEDs on them now, which you can change. And I just pop them in. They're just instantly connecting to my console, which is what I had the dongle connected to. So as soon as I turn on the console, you can see the headset icon. That means they're connected. And so if you want to switch it, you just got to go to the settings real quick. You want to go to the sound. Then you can freely swap them between your earbuds or your TV. Another thing which I thought was cool, so I bought an extra dongle because I want one for my console and one for my PC. And the case actually holds the dongle, so it'll store one at the top. It's like magnetic. And I just thought that was really cool. So I'm happy with how it works on my console. So now I want to try it on my phone. I just connected it through Bluetooth. I downloaded the Soundcore app, which is what they told me to download. And yeah, you can see my earbuds here. And you can see I can affect the light, dongle, equalizer controls. So the light, you can have them on 24/7. You can pick the color you want. You can put them in battery saving, which just turns it off. You can put them in breathing mode, so they just kind of like glow on and off. So I have the two dongles, so I can just swap between my PC and my console here. I did also swap using the case by like holding the button on the back, but then I couldn't switch it back. It just kept turning on Bluetooth. But yeah, I just used the app to do it. And yeah, you can name them so you know which dongle is connected to what. But yeah, it's literally just a tap of a touchscreen, so I really appreciate that. You can go to the equalizer settings and kind of mess with them. You can turn up the bass a bit, which I appreciate. I just love bass. I'm not gonna say this thing has like crazy bass, but it's noticeable. It has something at least. Better than nothing. And yeah, you can always mess with the custom ones or just make your own completely. It's up to you. So the super hearing is like a equalizer setting suited for FPS games apparently. says it's for gunfire, footsteps, game and talk. I guess it's just so you can answer phone calls if you're connected to Bluetooth. And then you can mute your mic through this thing, but you can also just edit the controls. So this is another thing that I love. And so you can do single tap and then you can re-keybind them, turn your volume up, down, skip songs, pause it. You can keybind a double tap. And again, these are different for your left and right. And so it's just crazy. These are all features and things I wish that the Pulse Explorer had that they didn't. And then I found these ones randomly, and they're not even half the price of the Sony ones. But if I had to say one weakness these things had is maybe the microphone. One last thing, I'm testing out the mic. I'm talking at like a moderate voice right now. And then I'm gonna lower my voice. This is like a normal voice. And yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I don't think the mic is that good. But overall, I feel like there's a ton of features here. I like the dongle with the pass-through. I love the equalizer settings, repurposing the touch controls. I can even mess with the lights. Comfortability is a thing that's going to be different for everyone, right? But these are honestly the most comfortable earbuds I've used ever. Like, I don't know, they just feel like they were made for my ear personally. So I'd have to give these things like a 9 out of 10. Maybe the mic could be a bit better, but for $80, I can't really complain too much. These definitely feel like I got a way better deal than other earbuds I've bought for over 200. It's nice knowing there's like earbuds like this out there for people who don't want to get screwed over by like name brands. And even then, Anchor is kind of like a name brand. They make some pretty good products. Obviously, I can't complain too much. These things are affordable in my opinion, and they do a lot.